unit that we're looking at there. Are we hearing me?
Yes,
Hello?
Sir, what chapter, sir?
yes.
Page page 5. We're looking at the first unit there. About what's this first unit about?
Sense organ.
Sense organs.
If we look at it, we notice that it says that our senses keep us in touch with our surroundings. They also also along with our bodies, and we use organs every
Day.
Every life.
Every day.
Every day.
right. So what are the sense organs now? We have bodies that are involved in receiving the information. What are these parts of the bodies?
The tongue, the nose, the eyes, the ears,
It,
and
it,
skin.
All right. So the sense organs receive what from the environment?
Repeat that question, please.
Please along in your bag something from the environment. What is it that they receive
it,
from the environment?
I cannot hear you.
What do we receive from the environment? What do we receive from the environment?
Information or picking.
Signal.
That's
Observe.
what we realize. And this
What you
information
said?
is sent to the where?
The, the brain.
To the brain and with the information that it.
What do you say, sir?
What does it do with the information that it receives?
I cannot
Come
hear
on,
you.
guys. Will not going. Is it that my mic is too low? What is the situation?
Sir, sometimes they're breaking up.
What happens? Information or brain. What does the brain do with the information that it receives?
Sir, it interprets the
Okay,
stimuli
very
and
good.
produces a suitable response to the information received.
Okay, good. So you know what this means? This actually means that we do not see with our eyes. We actually see with our what? Brain. Hear with our
Ears.
feel with our skin. We act with our what? Brain.
Brain.
Because the brain is the one part of our body interpreting signals. Is that clear? All right,
Yes,
the
sir.
first one is the skin. The first one that they looked at there was the skin. And the skin is the largest organ
Of the body.
Of the body.
of the body. The liver is the largest organ
In,
In the body.
in the body.
of the body. All right. So let's zoom and look at. the questions that are there. It says that we use the words
The
in the
body.
list provided to complete the relevant sentences. All right, so the words there are pore, skin,
Pores.
follicle, sweat gland,
Epidermis,
epidermis, oil gland,
skin,
dermis,
Nerves.
bacteria.
Nerves.
Okay, so let's go now. Number one of the skin is called the what?
epidermis,
Epidermis.
Good, called the epidermis. The tiny openings in the surface of the skin are called
Sweat glands.
pores,
pores is
pores,
correct. The shaft or tube in which the hair grows is known as
hair follicle,
follicles,
follicles. Good. The tough, flexible covering of the human body is the
skin,
Skin.
skin,
okay. Messages are sent by the to the brain
Nerves.
by the what?
Nerves.
nerves,
Nerves.
Nerves is good. Good. The glands which make and give off perspiration is
Sweat
sweat glands,
glands.
the sweat glands. All right, very good. Tiny glands in the skin which make fat or oil are called the what?
Sweat
oil
glands.
oil glands,
glands,
Oil glands. All right. And that oil is used to keep the skin
moisturized.
moist, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So question 8. When the skin is cut, the body may be what?
Back.
Invaded by
invaded
bacteria.
by
Invaded by bacteria. Here we have question 9. Fatty substances in the skin are found
Dermis.
the
Dermis,
in the dermis. Good. All right. So let's look at some short questions here from 10 to 19. It says, and I'll ask Corey to answer this one first. Why are sense organs important to living organisms?
it keeps us in touch with our environment.
Mm-hmm, that's good. Let's see who is next. Akeem, how does the sweat reach the surface of your skin?
By the sweat glands, sir.
Pores.
The sweat glands are below the surface of the skin and the sweat comes up to the skin. How does it do this? Anybody else wants to try?
yes,
Yes,
through the pores,
through the pores. That is correct. All right. Tally, let's hear from you for question 12. How is the inner layer of the skin different from the outer layer of the skin?
so is that question for me?
Yes, that question is for you.
So the outer layer is made up of dead skin cells, and the inner layer has living cells.
All right, so that's good. Let's go back to Corey. Corey, list 4 functions of the skin.
Temperature, touch, excretion, and invasion of.
Mm, Anybody else wants to help her? Go ahead.
The it regulates temperature.
Very good. That's regulating temperature because if you didn't have the fat cells underneath your skin, you could get cold, right? The hair on your skin adjusts itself to trap a layer of air that helps to insulate you and also helps to keep you warm. Okay, so regulation of temperature is one. Also, when you sweat, it helps to do what? cool the body. So the skin is important in temperature regulation. So that's one function. Excretion was mentioned also because when you release sweat, you get rid of excess water and excess salt. We need two more.
It's
Excretion. Oh, actually, feel.
pressure and pain.
I'm not hearing you. Go ahead. Talia, go ahead.
Talia.
Pressure and
Pressure and
pain.
I would
Pain
prefer if
as
you
in
use touch.
P-A-I-N.
Yeah, I understand, but I prefer if you use touch. Right? So, yes. One last one. Thought of any more, Corey?
Sir, I already did this section, so I was
All right,
reading
let me
the
give you
actual
one.
book.
It's a barrier. It's a barrier
Pressure
against bacteria.
and
Okay. So let's go with the functions of the skin again. Regulates temperature, helps in excretion, uh, gives us our sense of touch, and is a barrier for bacteria. All right. So how does the skin make us aware of our environment?
so it receives um so it receives stimuli and produces a suitable response to the information received.
I didn't get the last part of that. Go ahead. Go again with that one.
So it receives stimuli so it
Mm-hmm.
receives stimuli from the environment and it sends a stream of
Mm-hmm.
information along the nerve system.
Okay. So I will take the receiving the stimuli and sending the information to the brain. Let's look at question 15. What kind of message do your nerve endings carry? Um, Tell me the nerve messages that they carry now.
Pain,
Tell me.
Feeling.
I'm hearing some
the
of them.
cold,
Cold is one. I'll take that.
pain,
What about just general touch and pain and pressure?
Sir, I
Right.
would say
So those are others.
cold.
Okay, good. 16. The special growths of skin are
Hair and nails.
and
discuss.
Nails.
So yeah, number 17.
16, sorry.
yes. No. Number
Oh,
16. Special growths of skin.
the hair and
Come on. I have hair and nails. So your hair and your nails are special growths of skin. Okay. So it says name two areas of your skin that are highly sensitive.
Fingertips and tongue, sir.
and
Your
so your
Your
fingertips and
fingertips and your
fingertips. I
and
wouldn't
your
I
lips.
wouldn't use tongue.
lips,
So
sir.
your lips
Sir.
Your fingertips, your lips, also your cheek. Okay? I wouldn't be using the tongue so that we don't get it confused with another sense organ. Right?
Yes,
So I
sir.
would use or fingertips or cheek or lips. Someone has come back in and their camera is on. I'm gonna ask that the person turn the camera off for
is the
privacy
mind.
reasons. All right, very good. So ready again. Let's go now to question 18. How do sense organs detect? How do sense organs detect environment?
By receptors.
So by
Okay, well, what kind?
Sensory.
What kind of receptors? Right. So I an answer of bisensory receptors.
Yeah.
In organs, we're going to have some receptors that receive this information and then pass it to the nerve, and then the nerve will pass it to the brain, and then the brain will interpret the signal, and then we will sense whatever it is that is presenting. Let's go to 19.
Watch.
What should you do to keep yourself looking
It
clean?
says,
Watch.
what should you do to keep
Watch.
yourself looking clean?
So by having a healthy diet,
Our showers there.
Okay, so I have diet, I have shower. What else?
Take care of your
Exercise.
hair, sir.
Exercise. All right, so we have to talk one. The answers I'm getting, we need to bathe, we need to exercise, and we need to have healthy diet. If we already have that, it may not look how it should. All right. Let's go to questions 20 and 21. It says, what is the most appropriate response? The largest organ of the body?
The skin.
Liver.
No, no, no. Largest organ of the body?
Skin, skin, skin,
Liver.
skin, skin.
No, it's the skin.
Skin.
The
What's
largest
it?
organ in the body is the liver. One.
But you said of.
Which substance gives, okay, which in and here their color?
Melanin.
All right, that's correct. Let's turn over. The nails are made of dead cells, nerve cells, living cells, or follicles.
dead
Nerve center. Follicles.
Corey, let me hear your response. Not hearing Corey. Corey, your response to that question, to question 22.
Follicle.
Your nail follicles? No, they are not made of follicles.
Living cells.
dead cells.
They're not made up of living cells either, Corey. They are made up of dead cells. They're made up of dead cells. Okay? Remember,
Yes.
the epidermis is a layer of what? Cells. Growth. The living cells are in the dermis. So as they go up and they flake off, for example, skin, you shed dead skin, right?
Yes,
For
sir.
example, if somebody has a broken hand and it's in a cast for a while, when they remove the cast because they were not able to wash the area, you will see a lot of skin. So your nails and your hair is made up of dead cells. Okay, let's go to 23. Hair follicles start in the dermis and lead to the what?
Epidermis.
Epidermis.
Into the epidermis. So you tell me, which one is the one that we see right every day? Which one we see every day? Is it the dermis or the epidermis?
Dermis.
No, it's not. The one that we see every day, the on your hand now and sees it. The dermis is the one inside.
Third
Okay, the one
epidermis.
that you are
It's
not
because it's
seeing. Okay,
third epidermis
it's
because it's the old.
underneath. So let's go back. Let's go back to page 5. Flip back to page 5, and you're going to diagram that is there. Are we
Third
seeing that? Look at page 5. look at that brown section. We see that brown section there.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What is that brown layer called?
Epidermis.
The epidermis, the brown layer. We have the dermis. Okay. All right. So let's go back now. So it says for 24, sweat is made up of water, salt, gas, and blood. So which ones do we take
C.
for our
Water
answer?
and salt. C.
So which letter response is that going to be? Is it going to be A, B, C, or D?
C.
C.
Anybody?
Yes, sir. C.
Taking too long with our answers? It's going to be C because we know that it's not made up of any gas and we know sweat is not made up of blood, but sweat is made up of water and the salts. That's why if it gets into your eyes, it usually burns, or if you taste it, it's usually salty.
Yes.
25. A doctor who specializes in the skin or in the care of the skin is called
A dermatologist.
Dermatologist.
a dermatologist. All right, let's look at 26. It says that we need to label the parts of the skin here. And we have A. What would A be? Just spoke about this a while ago when we flipped back.
A.
Come on, guys. A.
Epidermis.
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 Sir.
We're going too slow, people.
Sir.
What is B?
Epidermis.
What would be? What is B?
Hair fall.
Anybody?
Hair follicle.
A follicle.
There, your hair follicle.
Okay. So here. What D?
D.
Sweat gland. Pore.
No, not the sweat gland. That would be the pore.
Four.
Okay. The tiny opening on the surface of the skin.
Dermis. Dermis, sir.
Large section of skin that is what is that called?
Dermis.
Dermis.
Made up of the living cells.
Dermis.
That's the dermis. Let us look now at E. What would E be?
Sweat glands.
Some not necessarily. That one would be your sweat gland because it's connected to your pore. And what comes out of the pore? Sweat. Now to the middle of our diagram, when we look at the hair follicle going down, there's a little thing that joins onto the hair follicle. It's not in the other diagram as much, but that's where we would find our not sweat gland. We're looking for the oil producing glands, but it's there. All right, not shown there. So let's wrap up. What do we know about the skin, people? I want each person here to tell me one thing that they know about the skin. Starting with Corey, go ahead.
The person who takes care of the skin is called a dermatologist.
All right. Let's see
There's
who this
also
is.
layer of
Um, Rajay, one thing you know about the skin?
The tiny openings in the surface of the skin are called pores.
All right, excellent.
so
Talia.
the outer layer of the skin is the epidermis, and the
All
inner layer
right,
of the
good.
skin is the dermis.
Uh, All right. Corey, go one more.
Sweat is made of water and salt.
The tongue flex.
Okay. Let's see. Are you there? No. What Akeem? Akeem, one thing that you remember about the skin, no?
Sir, the skin is made up of two layers, sir.
Yes, we got that one, another one. Why? What?
Sir,
Where do we from?
Sorry, can I have one more?
Yes, Akeem. Where do we get the skin color from, Akeem?
pigment, sir.
You
You're
love that
asking for the
pigment.
specific name.
You remember the name, sir?
Sir, melanin, sir.
If you go back, very good. Spell it
Ten pens.
from 6 and you'll see it.
Melanin.
At note.
Are you seeing it, sir? Page 6.
Yes, sir.
Under the section that says notes. Good. Go.
Melanin, sir.
Very good. All right, guys. That's where we'll stop for tonight. Before you go, I'm gonna ask you to make sure that you take the time to go over the unit reviews in the science book. So the next time we touch science, we need to be moving on to unit review 2, where we're looking
Yes, sir.
at
Tongue.
the sense of taste and smell.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
guys for coming out. I will
Not
see you.
unit
I will
review.
see you in the morning.
Sir,
Any
what time?
final words? Yes.
Sir, what time school is going to start tomorrow?
Anybody has anything else to say?
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care. See you guys tomorrow.